hang on now.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a planting video.
We are showing everybody today what we do when we transplant. So we kind of got things done a little bit yesterday. You can see I've got a whole bunch of my babies over there, but we still have some there and there and in here.
Yep.
And they're kind of all over the place, aren't they, Goofy?
Yep.
Yeah. Trees are taking over our house. So once they get big, we send them over to Bev's house, and she's gonna babysit them for us until they're ready to go. So we've gotten ourselves ready. I have pre-filled all of these 1 gallon size pots. I've pre-filled them with peat moss. And then the next step is we're gonna combine these two things here. So this is just the plain peat moss, and then this stuff in the center is the vermiculite. So we're gonna blend those together, and then once we put one of these little babies, one of these little guys, actually let's grab a better one, somebody who's better looking for video purposes. Check out this beautiful guy. So we're going to take him out of his pot and plant him into that one, and then around the spaces, it's those spaces where we're going to fill with the vermiculite and peat moss mix.
Can I mix now?
Hang on. One other trick I do is when we get these ready, so just before I put the baby into it, I actually pre-moisten this part of the peat moss, and then I don't moisten anything else on the top layer. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to try and encourage those little tap roots, as I've shown you guys before, but they're not so little, these tap roots. I mean, these things are monstrous, and they're like logs.
That one looks like a pea shape.
It's funny, isn't it? Anyways, we got to get those guys to grow down into the soil. So the reason I want that watered is to encourage the taproots to go down into there.
Okay.
I see that our friend Danielle is watching us. Say hi to Danielle and Sarah.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, guys. Someday they can help us plant too. Hey, maybe in the spring Danielle and Sarah will join us, and they'll gather some seeds and start planting their own trees. Maybe they'll grow pine trees or something else that's cool, hey?
I want to say something to Sarah.
Okay, so say anything you want to Sarah.
Guess what, Sarah? If you can make it to my next 8th birthday party.
7th.
To my 7th birthday party, I'm wondering if you wanted to come.
Awesome. Totally. And we'll probably have some tree-related things going on at the birthday party.
Yeah.
I kind of think we might still be on isolation by that time, though.
No, it ends on your birthday.
Maybe. So let's get back to the tree video, okay? Because we're really doing this video about trees. So, when I took down the greenhouse, because you're not allowed to have a greenhouse yet here, I had to take it down. It went over to Bev's house. So I now have my acorns growing over there, that lot, these 3 racks, these guys over here, and these guys all here. So I've just got them out in the open now, except that at nighttime I cover them with plastic and then blankets. You can see I have a huge stack of blankets out here. So we still cover them up at night to keep them warm, and hopefully we'll get some more sprouts. But you guys can see this is our crop of little sprouts here coming up. All these teeny guys have just recently emerged, and they're waiting to turn into their big brothers and sisters like those guys. Anyways, that's what we're doing today, guys. We're out here on the sun deck listening to the birds that are chirping in that tree there. We're listening to some good tunes on our portable speaker and doing something for Mother Nature.
Well, let's get to the watering of the soil.
Let's get to the watering of the soil. Should we show? Hang on. Let's bring it up here. We'll do one. Bring it up here. Now, you're going to spray Mummy. Let's point it down. That would make for a funny video, wouldn't it? Okay. So we're going to spray down, right? Just give it a good little soak there. Just like that. Awesome. Okay, put that down. That's about how much I give it. And then...
I'll do this guy.
No, we're just going to do one to show people what we do. So then...
I shall take the bottom off.
I take the bottom of the peat off because I have two different types of pots that I use. These were the original. I planted everything in these peat moss pots. I won't do it ever again. They're more expensive and they're a pain in the butt. Everything else has been plastic pots since. From the dollar store, cheap. Anyways, one of the pain in the butt things about these peat pots is that the roots just don't seem to be able to grow through them. So every time I transplant one, I got to pick all the bottom off and free the tap roots so that it can actually grow down into the next set of soil. So anyways, now that we have that freed up, we're just going to plunk her right there in the center, push it down into that nice wet soil, and then we'll fill it in with some of that mix, and that's how we do it. So I think that's all we're going to show for now. So we still only have Danielle and Sarah watching us, but that's okay. Other people will see it later, and they're going to love us too. So
well, we'll see you on our next tree video.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.